Well, hold on a second. Oh, hang on a minute, Adam. He's up there. He's in the rafters.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing in this last man standing contest, the old bastard, Keith Myatt!
Well, there it is. The announcement was made. Keith Myatt is, as you can clearly see here, he's brought back up in the form of a baseball bat, and he's taken no time in using it.
Sykes ran straight after him. It is on. It's on like Donkey Kong, and these two are just brought. They're going to bring a brawl out of Doncaster.
Well,
is it force carrying there? What are the rules?
It's last man standing. Is it last man standing?
I have no idea. I can't even read these notes. Like someone's poured Jif lemon on them. He's not good. My God, he's going to try and...
Keith perched precariously on the ledge there.
I'm all for a bit of violence, but shoving a man in his 60s off a balcony is not going to...
You best hope that Keith doesn't hear that. I'll tell him. Well, now, turnabout's fair play, Adam, as he's trying to get Sykes over the top on that unprotected floor. There's no table to land on. There's some tables. Well, some merchandise tables.
There's no easy landing from 25, 40 feet, whatever it is. No idea.
Well, both men still up in the bleachers, trying to just beat each other up, basically.
They're out of Maine.
There's not many rules. Oh, hang on, I think I see blood. It's hard to tell from my vantage point. It looks like Sykes just checked his nose. He could have a broken nose. That could restrict your breathing right there.
Not just that. The thing about a broken nose is it cuts off your ability to be able to see. It swells up your eyes. It keeps them watering. And not only that, as you quite rightly said, it makes it very difficult to breathe.
Well, they're kind of brawling their way down the bleachers. The referee there trying to... Oh, my Lord. Well, that's just part of the side of the bleach has been taken up by Sykes,
but he didn't use it as a weapon.
No, I think he's just removed it so he can bung Keith off the edge.
He can what?
Bung him. Bung. He's got bung.
Okay.
Well, I think is Sykes bleeding?
I think he might be. Like he was having a little bit of trouble seeing, possibly breathing at that point, but he still swings a wild forearm. He'd do that to anybody. A woman came up behind him. That guy in a wheelchair came behind him. He'd strike him with a forearm.
Keith Myatt just beetle tossed into the seats. The lights have gone down. It's restricted our view even more. I just cannot see anything at the moment out there. I'm just about to see Sykes. I think he's stood on a chair. The lights have come back on. Still rarely going to see much. Again, we'll apologise for the lack of being able to really call anything. I think Sykes got a chair, maybe.
He is bleeding, and it looks like quite a lot from the nose, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what point his nose became somewhat broken. I didn't know if initiate was part of his beard. It's not. But I'm in a nasal hair comb over, but it's blood.
Both men still in the crowd. Can't really see much. They're kind of making their way towards us now a little bit. But it looks like, despite could be a broken nose.
He's just taking a seat. He's poking him in the face while sitting down. I think, to be fair, you could say that Sykes so far has probably had the physical and mental advantage over Keith.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, a chair around the head will give you an advantage. But just like a chair, looks like Keith's now wielding a chair. Turnabout is fair play, as they say, Adam.
Well, oh my God, that broken... He's fish hooking a broken nose and pushing the blood into his eyes. That's awful.
Oh my God. Keith Myatt taking things to the extreme. No stranger to this hardcore environment.
That was a powerful and shocking visual. It was more disturbing than that match we saw between Cameron Craze and Mayhem.
Or the one between Keith Myatt and G-Man.
That wasn't even a match.
Well, we use match in the loosest term for this one, Adam, because it's just an all-out brawl, legalised fighting.
All hell is breaking loose, and as you can see, 1 million people getting ready to stick this on YouTube as quickly as possible, filming it with their cameras and their phones. What's wrong with the youth of today?
Well, we're kind of making it the way back towards the ringside area, and both guys just not giving up, both relentless in their attempt to get the upper hand.
But best not be heading towards that locker room area. Davey Richards is probably only wearing a towel. This DVD becoming 18.
Keith Myatt's head just driven into that ring apron. We've seen absolutely zero wrestling so far, Adam.
Not at all.
To be honest, I didn't expect to see any at all.
Not at all.
Because this has gone beyond a rivalry. This is hatred.
Hatred in its purest form. I just punted him in the face. This is hatred in its purest form. Two people who dislike each other so much they would quite like each other to die.
Well, I think it stems a little bit of jealousy from Sykes. Jealous of all the success that Keith Myatt has had in his career. And Sykes, you know, although he was very successful, he's not quite made it on the same level. It's the same.
Well, not yet, but Keith Myatt's been around for 400 years.
I don't think he's going to be around for another 4 minutes if Sykes has his way. He's just,
he's throwing the towel in.
As eloquently put it earlier, he's beating the piss again out of Keith Myatt.
Is he throwing the towel in? There's a towel.
No, there's a towel. Thrown any towel in.
Oh, you're a towel.
There is a towel on the floor, but I think Sykes is just mopping the blood that's all over his arm. Heading towards the ring announcer's table.
That's quite a big bleed, isn't it? For a nosebleed.
Yes, it's a heavy flow.
He is going to need a towel to stem that flow.
Hold on a second, we're looking at a suplex on the outside with those gym mats that offer zero protection.
A wrestling ring has some give to it. When you suplex somebody on it, it moves a little bit. You suplex somebody on the floor, good God, the only thing that's going to move are your bones. They're going to realign themselves. They're going to make it hard to get up, to walk around. Keith Myatt's already had 2 or 3 pelvis replacements. That's really not going to help, is it?
Do you know,
it's fun.
Well, it's fun to diss old people, isn't it?
That's what most people do nowadays. I'm just joining in with the youth of today.
It's been a long time since you've been the youth of today. Once again, Keith Myatt headed straight back to that nose.
How dare you?
That could be a broken nose. At the very least, if it wasn't, it might be now.
I'm down with the kids, alright? I've got Pokemon cards and a hula hoop and an 8-track recorder.